All right, folks, let's talk about example 2 now in section 1.2. We're going to learn to graph a piecewise function. So to graph a piecewise function, and we're going to stick mainly with linear functions in this course. So here we have, you notice x is to the first power in both of these again, so they're both linear. And remember, when you have an equation in the form y equals mx plus b, m is your slope, and b is your y-intercept. It's where you cross the y-axis. So in this first equation, y equals negative x minus 4, the coefficient of x here is a negative 1. So you have a slope of negative 1, and b is negative 4. So you've got a y-intercept of negative 4. Now I'm going to do something a little bit different here. I'm going to graph each line as if we're graphing the entire line. And then we're going to talk about these domains here afterwards, okay? So graph negative x minus 4. We'll start at the y-intercept of negative 4. That's right down here. And we will draw a slope of negative 1, which means down 1 because it's negative, and then over 1. You should have a decreasing line. Now I can go down and right, or I can go up and to the left. Those will all give me points on the line. So if I was to draw this entire line, and I'm going to cheat here and grab myself a line tool because, yeah, actually I shouldn't because of the way I'm doing this. So I'm going to try as best I can, and which may not be very good. Well, I'm going to just, let me undo that. Let me go back to, let me go back to drawing it. And again, I stink at this, so this probably be really bad. Pretend this line is straight. It's just hard to draw straight lines with this thing. And that would be the line y equals negative x minus 4. But that would be the entire line, which I don't want. We'll get to that in a second. Now, the second part of the function is y equals x. So y equals x, well, the coefficient of x is just a 1, so the slope is 1. And there, you notice there is no y-intercept out here, so we assume that the y-intercept is 0. It'll cross at the origin. So let's graph that. We cross at the origin, so 0, 0. And then a slope of positive 1, so up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. I could also go down and to the left. And so if I drew that entire line, it would look something like this. Looks like I'm a little bit better going up than down. Now I'm going to get my eraser out because I only wanted to graph this first function for values of x that are less than 0. So understand that this way is going to be less than 0. The axis is right at 0. And this way is going to be x is greater than 0. So I want to take my eraser and erase the green graph everywhere to the left of 0. All I want is the part that's greater than 0. Now notice, oh shoot, I want the part that's less than 0. What a dummy I am. I gotta read more carefully. I want the part that's less than 0, folks. So I screwed that up. It happens. What do you do when you make a mistake? You correct it, right? So I do a lot of correcting. So I want the part that's less than 0, so I want to erase the part that's greater than 0. So erase the part that goes to the right of 0. So erase all this. Now, we only want to graph where x is less than 0, not equal to 0. So because there's no equal sign underneath, we don't want this point that's at 0. So the way we handle that is we put an open point there to show that 0 is not included. So there's that graph to the left of 0. Now the other one, the blue graph, I only wanted to graph that for x values greater than or equal to 0. So I only want the greater part. I don't want the less part. So get my eraser and let's erase this stuff. Everything to the left of 0. Now this time, you'll notice there is an equal sign. So I want it not just greater than 0, but also at 0, so that point is included. And there is a graph of that piecewise function. Notice they don't overlap. This one goes up until we get to 0, and then this one takes over. They want us to describe the domain and range as well. So let's talk about that for a second. Domain remember the list of x values. We go left to right. Well, this, you notice, starting on the left, it goes left forever. And it keeps coming, it keeps coming, it keeps coming, it keeps coming, and then, uh-oh, it stops and there's no point here. But never fear, there is a point at 0 up here. So we can keep on going right through there. There's x values all the way. So we would say the domain is all real numbers. Now what about the range? What about all the y values? Well, we're going to start low and work our way up. Now you notice there's nothing on the graph down here. Not up until I get to -4. The graph starts at -4, but notice there isn't really a point there. But that's my starting, the moment that I start. So now from -4 it comes up, and how far does it go up? Well, this green graph goes up forever, and so does the blue one, and they overlap each other. So from -4 it goes up and up and up forever. So we're going to say that the range is the y values are all what? Above -4. Not equal to -4, just above. So y is greater than -4. And there's your domain, your range. We got our graph. So we've followed all the directions and we're all good.